Alright, what's up everyone? Welcome to the Surfside PPC YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be going over 10 Facebook ads optimization tips so you can optimize your Facebook ads campaigns. So I'm going to try to get through each of the tips pretty quickly because there's 10 in total. So we're going to get right into it. Tip number 1 is the first thing you really want to do is make sure you put the Facebook pixel on your website and make sure you are tracking conversions that are happening on your website. So you can do this really easily. You open up your ad account and all you need to do is come to the custom conversions tab here. So if you go to all tools, first you want to do is go to pixels, make sure you put the pixel on your website. We have 2 different videos showing how to go through this exact process. So how to install your Facebook pixel and create custom conversions with Facebook ads. And we also have one specifically for Shopify. So it's a really simple process and you can also use partner integrations here. So if you come over here, click on partner integrations, any of these different website providers they have listed here, so BigCommerce, 3D Cart, keep scrolling down, all of these different website providers, you can easily just integrate with your Facebook ads account. So that's really where you want to get started. And then when you come into custom conversions here, so you can see we have a couple created, all you need to do is create a custom conversion, choose, you're going to see website event, all URL traffic, it's going to be using the pixel we have active on our website. Rule number 1, we could do contains URL keywords. So you can just say thank you. And this is how you would track a thank you page directly through Facebook ads. And that's it. So rule 1, every time someone hits that thank you page, we want to count it as thank you page conversion. You can select a category here. So let's just say it's a contact. So every time someone contacts us, we're going to send them to a thank you page. You can also set a value on it. So let's say every contact is worth $100 for your business. You can set a value just like that and click on create. So now we have a custom conversion created, click on done. And then the next thing we need to do is when we come over here back to ads manager, you click to create a new campaign. And then when you come down here under marketing objective, you're going to see we can choose conversions right here. So we just set up our conversions in the previous step. Campaign name would be conversions, whatever you want to name it. And we're going to click on continue. And then once you create your conversion, you're going to see here, you can choose which conversion you're optimizing for. So this is the one that we usually optimize for, but what you can do is just click on X here, come down to the bottom, and you're going to see thank you page conversion. So URL contains thank you page. So we don't have any active conversions there yet because we just created it, but it's really that simple to create conversions and optimize for them in Facebook ads. So this is really where I like to get started with most of the campaigns that I'm running. Now, number 2 we're going to get into is going to be using campaign budget optimization. So it's a pretty simple tip here, but when you create a new campaign, and let's just say you are using the conversions here, so we click on conversions, we'll scroll to the bottom, campaign budget optimization will optimize your budget across ad sets. So if you're running multiple ad sets, which is going to be one of the other conversion tips in this video, you want to make sure you're optimizing your budget across all of the ad sets. So let's just say, for example, you have a $1,000 budget, you have 5 total ad sets. Facebook ads will pick out the best performing ad sets to spend that budget. So you would just select campaign budget optimization here. We can use a lifetime budget. So let's say lifetime budget, $700. Our campaign bid strategy is going to be the lowest cost for conversions. And then we can click on continue. Okay, so then in your ad set, what you can do is make sure you're optimizing for the correct conversion here. We're going to scroll to the bottom. And one thing you can also do is set ad set spend limits. So that means if, let's just say, for example, you are using a $700 lifetime budget, you're planning on running 3-4 total ad sets. What you can do is say, I want to make sure that the most I spend in a single ad set is going to be at least, let's say, $400. So even if it's one of my best performing ad sets, I want to make sure that the other ad sets are also getting some data as well to see how those audiences perform. And then you can also set a minimum here. So let's just say I want this one to spend at least $100. So if you're running 4 total ad sets for $700, you can make sure that none of your ad sets spend more than $400 and all of them spend at least $100. So it's just another way to get a little bit more data about your campaign. You don't need to do this. I generally just turn on campaign budget optimization. Sometimes I'll set a maximum so I can see how different ads are performing, see how different ad sets are performing. But this is just another option. So number 2 is using campaign budget optimization. Okay, now number 3 is going to be to use dynamic creative. So all you need to do as you're setting up your ad set is you're going to see dynamic creative as one of the options here. So you're just going to select it to on. You can click on continue here. It's not available for every type of campaign, but if you're running a conversion campaign or trying to drive traffic, then you can use dynamic creative. And we're going to scroll to the bottom. We're going to click on continue. So as you set up your advertisements, this is where you set up your dynamic creative. So they have a tour here, how to create ads using dynamic creative. We have done a video tutorial about dynamic creative. You can find it here. All of the videos we mention in this video, we will put in the description, so you can find all of them about conversion tracking, dynamic creative, and everything else that we mention if you're looking for a little bit more detail. So you come over here with dynamic creative. You can choose single image or video or slideshow with multiple images. We can scroll down. So what you can do is upload images or videos or slideshows here. Click on browse library. So let's just say I want to enter a couple different images here. Okay, so let's say I'm creating a marketing ad. I can choose this image right here. I can choose this image here, another image, and we'll choose one last one. So 1080 by 1080, all 5 of them are 1080 by 1080 images. You can use different sizes as well. We'll click on continue. That's just the recommendations over here. So now what it's gonna do is you can add up to 10 images here, or if you're using video or slideshows, you can add 10 videos or 10 slideshows. So you scroll to the bottom, and then what you can do is you enter your website URL, and what you can do with text, headline, and your description, your newsfeed link description, is enter 5 options for each. And it's going to take, let's say, text 1. Okay, so then what you can do is your top text up here, you can enter 5 total options. So I'm just showing this as an example, text 1, text 2, text 3. You would obviously want to write some ad copy for whatever your offer or promotion is. Keep scrolling down, you can see we have headline 1, headline 2, and then newsfeed link description. And what it's going to do is it's going to mix and match all of these different things that you enter. So text 2 might mix with headline 1 and will mix with newsfeed link description 5. So all of these will kind of mix and match together. And what Facebook ads is going to be able to do is optimize your ads. So they're going to continue using different images here, different text at the top, different headlines, and different newsfeed link descriptions to find the best performing options for your campaign. So with dynamic creative, you're essentially able to create hundreds of ads really quickly by just entering 5 total newsfeed link description lines, 5 total headlines, 5 total text here, and then you want to upload anywhere from 3 or to 10 images, videos, or slideshows. So you can see really what works the best for your campaign. So number 3 is to use dynamic creative. So number 4 is going to be to use retargeting and customer lists. So when we enter the Facebook pixel on our website, you're going to be able to set up retargeting audiences because it's going to be able to track everyone that visits your website. And then in addition to that, you can also upload customer lists like your email list or like a Shopify customer list, and you can actually target people that are using Facebook ads. So what you can do is you can come over to your asset library. So you find that by coming up to the menu, going to all tools, and under assets, we're going to click on audiences here. So under audiences, what we can do is click on create audience, and custom audiences tend to perform the best on Facebook because it's usually people that have interacted with your business in the past. So when you're creating a custom audience, you could either use your website traffic, you can use a customer list, they have app activity, offline activity, video, Instagram business profile, lead form, instant experience, events, Facebook page. So anybody who has really interacted with your business, you can retarget them on Facebook. So with website traffic, all you need to do is click on website traffic. It's going to use your pixel. It's going to say include people who meet any of the following criteria. You name your audience. You can do all website visitors. You can do people who visited specific pages. And then one of my favorite things to do here, so a little trick, is visitors by time spent. So you can say people who are in the top 25 percentile in the last 30 days. So you're targeting people that have spent the most time on your website. So you're not just reaching people who maybe was on your website for 10 seconds then left. You're reaching people that have been on your website, that have interacted with your content. So you can really target people that have visited your website. So you go top 25%, let's say the past 60 days, and then you just name your audience, click on create, and you can start targeting them with ease in your campaigns. So the other thing you can do is we can come back here, is use a customer list. So you can click on customer list here. You can use a file that includes customer lifetime value, use a file that doesn't include lifetime value, or import directly from MailChimp. Any email provider that you're using is going to allow you to easily upload a customer list. All you need to do is export your customer list. And then what I do is you would open an Excel file, and in that first column A, you just enter all the emails that you have. Any other information that you have there as well, you can also enter. So again, if you're looking for more information about creating custom audiences, whether it's creating an email list audience or creating a retargeting audience, we have videos on both of those. So you can check out our Facebook ads retargeting campaign, retargeting audiences tutorial. And we also went over some email list targeting best practices. In this video, I talk more about customer lifetime value and how to incorporate that when you're uploading an email list. So that's gonna be number 4, is to use retargeting and also incorporate your customer lists. Now, number 5 is going to be to use saved audiences. So whether you're using lookalike audiences, you're targeting interests, behaviors, locations, all those different things, what I like to do is come into create audience here and click on saved audience, because then you can easily use them as you're setting up campaigns. So when you create a saved audience, you can enter custom audiences here. So you can use some of your retargeting audiences. You can use a newsletter audience. So you can use all of these different options here. You can come down here, you can use detailed targeting, so demographics, interests, behaviors, and then all you need to do is click on create audience. And when you come over to your campaign, you can easily incorporate saved audiences. So as I come over to a campaign here that I've ran in the past, so it was to drive newsletter subscriptions. So you can see I have my home business audience right here. So if I click on it and just click on edit, you can see it performed well. So we'll just come back real quick. You can see it performed well for me. So 152 conversions at a low cost. So we can click on edit here. You can see my ad set name is home business audience. We had our conversion set up here. We scroll down to the bottom and you can see audience, use a saved audience. So Surfside PPC home business. You can see we have the audience right here. So when you are setting up a campaign, you could just do use a saved audience, click right here, and it will enter that audience automatically. So as you continue to set up more campaigns, you want to make sure that you're using saved audiences, because then what you can do is go back to your asset library, look at your audiences, and you can see which ones perform best for you. So we have home business right here. So it's the same one that we use for that campaign. So then I know if I'm creating a new campaign in the future, this is an audience that I probably want to target. So number 5, using saved audiences and making sure that you understand which ones are performing the best for your business. Now, number 6 is going to be to run 3 or more ad sets in your campaigns. So as you set up campaigns, you want to make sure that you're running multiple ad sets to see what performs best for your campaign. So I set up Instagram story ads. We did an Instagram story ads tutorial yesterday. So I'm going to click on this campaign and just show you exactly how I set up campaigns. So you're going to have a campaign. We're trying to drive conversions. And then what I do is I'll enter some different audiences here. So we have an email list lookalike. One is our Facebook ads and Instagram's ads engagement audience, a page likes lookalike audience, and beach home decor interests. We have the same advertisements running in each of these ad sets, but rather than just trying to target one audience here, what we can do is target multiple audiences and see what performs best. So whether it's interests, maybe it's the people that like our page, a lookalike audience, maybe an email list lookalike audience, or Facebook ads and Instagram ads engagement, seeing what is going to drive the lowest cost conversions for our campaign. The best way to do that is to run multiple ad sets. And then what that's going to do is take us right into number 7, which is going to be to run 3 or more ads in each ad set and to also test different ad formats. So if we come over here, we'll open our beach home decor interests. You can see we're running 4 total advertisements in each ad set. So what you can do is you can see really quick if I just click on edit. So we have a single video Instagram story format. So if we scroll down, you can see one is just a single video. One is the carousel Instagram story format. So you can see we're running a few different advertisements here, a single image, and then also a single video Instagram story format that's 15 seconds long. So a couple different videos, different lengths, using the carousel Instagram story format and using the single image format. So testing different ad formats is really helpful, and also running multiple advertisements. So this also works with dynamic creative, because with dynamic creative, when you're creating one advertisement, you're uploading multiple images or videos. You have all the text that you can add, the headline, the newsfeed link description. So you're basically creating hundreds of ads in each ad set, and Facebook ads is going to continue to serve the best performing ads and the best performing ad sets. So that's going to be number 6 and 7. Make sure that you're constantly testing your ad sets and your ads to make sure you're getting the best possible results. So this will now take us into number 8, which is going to go along with 6 and 7. So what you want to do is make sure, let's say your campaign's running for a week, you're starting to get some data, maybe it's running for 2 weeks. What you want to do is make sure that you're uploading new advertisements. So just come in here, take the advertisement. So we'll use a single image Instagram story format. We'll duplicate it. So what we'll do is we'll just duplicate it. It's going to say add to ad set. So they have an existing ad set. So we can click add to all. So now we're adding this new advertisement to all 4 of the ad sets that we have. We can click on duplicate. So you would go in, maybe you want to update some ad copy. Maybe you want to update the image that you're using. So we're just going to change the image here. So we have an image. So we'll click on change. And what we'll do is we'll use this other image over here, click on continue. You can change the ad copy if you need to. It depends what types of ads that you're running. So we have our new one right here. So single image Instagram story format. We'll click on publish. Okay, so making sure that people aren't seeing the same ads over and over again. So we have another advertisement here. So maybe every week, every 2 weeks, really depends how much you're spending. You also can look at your reach and you can look at your frequency. That's another thing we'll go over in a minute. So making sure that your frequency doesn't get too high, but one thing that can help is uploading different advertisements into your campaign. And then if we come over here to ad sets as well, so we have 4 ad sets. Maybe what we want to do is duplicate this beach home decor interest ad set. So it's going to duplicate all of those advertisements as well. We'll keep it in the original campaign, click on duplicate. And then what we can do, you can see ad set name here, beach home decor interests. So we're not targeting a retargeting audience right now. And then what we can do is, let's just say we have a saved audience here for our beachfront decor retargeting. We would come in here, update the audience, click on publish. So then now we have a new ad set running. We have a new advertisement running. So it's going to help us keep our campaign fresh, make sure that we're targeting new people who are visiting our website, and making sure they're seeing new ads as well. So if you're running a campaign for a while, this is really a best practice, making sure that you're keeping everything updated. You don't have to just set and forget your campaigns. If you have a bunch of different ad sets running already, making sure that you duplicate them every now and then, update the targeting a little bit, test different targeting methods, whether it's interests, behaviors, demographics, maybe you want to narrow locations down a little bit. You can do all of those things, and then keeping your ads fresh as well is going to help your advertisements continue to perform better and better. Okay, so number 9 is going to be to test different landing pages. So one of the most important things you can do when you're running Facebook ads campaigns is seeing which landing pages are going to perform the best for your campaign. So we're going to come over here. So with my Instagram story ads, what I did, if I click on edit real quick, is we're saying that we're running a sale 20% off beach quilts. So every time someone comes to our website, they're going to click through this link and they're going to come to this landing page right here, 100 plus nautical and beach quilts. So what we can do is we can come back over to Ads Manager here. We can take this carousel Instagram story, we can duplicate it. So once we duplicate it, you can see we come down here. We have our destination URL right here. So what we would do is we would duplicate it, and what we can do is test another landing page. So we have our shop page on our website that is for beach quilts. So you can see beach quilts at the top here. So these are all just beach quilt sets, nautical quilt sets, different things like that. People can come in here as well. So what we can do is see which page performs better, the blog post style or the page that is more like a shop. So we can take this URL right here. So we would come over to Ads Manager. We would duplicate our carousel Instagram story, and we can duplicate the other ads as well. So we will click on duplicate, just come over to destination URL and update it right here. So rather than running 3 or 4 ads that are all running to the same landing page, what we can do is we can run 8 total advertisements, and we can run 4 to one landing page, and then 4, what we would do is run them to the other landing page just like this. Click on publish. There's really no downside to testing landing pages, especially as you're testing to continuously improve your campaign. And one thing a lot of people forget about when it comes to optimization is that what happens after the click is really important. So even though you're running multiple ad sets, multiple ads, you want to make sure that you're running different landing pages, using different style landing pages. So when people scroll down, they can see there's different quilts for sale here. They might see different quilts as they come to this page, then to this page, and it might just be that the user experience on one page is better than the other. It drives a better conversion rate. So using different landing pages, regardless of if you're trying to drive sales or leads, can really be helpful when you're trying to optimize your campaign. So that's gonna be number 9, making sure that you're duplicating your ads and running them to multiple landing pages can be a really great way to keep improving your campaign over the course of time. And then as I run campaigns, I'm going to learn whether or not the blog style post works or if the shop page works. So whichever one works better, you're going to learn more and more over time about landing pages as you continue to test them. So number 10 is going to be to use coupons, use promotions, make sure that you're actually sending out a promotion on Facebook and not just trying to advertise your products and services. Now, if you have some new products and services, you're sending them out to fans, that's another thing that you can do that will work well. But if you're trying to target people based on their interests, maybe you're using lookalike audiences, try to use promotions and try to give them some type of incentive to go to your website and purchase something from you. So you can see right here, we have a headline, so save 20% with coupon code Facebook at checkout. Our advertisement reflects that as well. So what you can do is also put here, maybe sale 20% off beach quilts, use code Facebook. So then people can easily understand that when they do click on this advertisement, they're going to come over to a landing page. And then what you can do is also make sure that your landing page has that as well. So you could see save 20% with coupon code Facebook at checkout. So when someone does come to a landing page, they can easily see this here. I can even make this a little bit larger, make it stand out a little bit better, or you can put it multiple times throughout your landing page so that people know when they do click on your advertisement, they can use this coupon code. They can browse your products. Maybe they end up buying a couple of quilts because they're in the market for quilts. And what they can see is if I buy it now, I have 20% off with this coupon code. And it also helps to create some urgency. So I have here until July 31st, 2019. So the Instagram story format doesn't show these headlines. You would want to make sure it's reflected in the images or videos that you're using. But with all of the other options that you have, if you're just running standard newsfeed ads on Facebook or Instagram, you can use your text, your headline to make sure that people understand there is an urgent sale at your website. So if they do click on this advertisement, they come over to your website, they can see it here as well. Use coupon code Facebook at checkout. You can also see how many people are being driven from Facebook to your website and actually purchasing something from you. So it helps you understand how your advertising campaign is performing, so you can continue to learn more and more over time about using promotions, sending people to your website from Facebook ads, and you can continue to optimize your campaign. So that's 10 different optimization tactics that you can use with Facebook ads. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. Thanks for watching my video today, and make sure you subscribe to the Surfside PPC YouTube channel.